Hello all, my name is Abdul Rahman and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video we are going to apply the k-means with our Titanic dataset that we have used in the last video. So guys, if you remember, in the last video we have talked about how to handle or non-numerical data for the machine learning, right? Now guys, in the last video I have used the dataset for doing those things, but guys, in this video I am going to apply the k-means with the same data set. Okay, so guys, if you remember, in the last video we have talked about that, and up to this point we have returned this code that you are seeing, like we have created these things. Right now guys, in this video, as I said, I am going to apply these things with the Titanic dataset that we have chosen in the last video. So guys, let's go ahead and get started. So guys, up to this point we have returned this much code that I am showing you here on the screen, right? So guys, here I have duplicated this file right now. Now I am going to write some more code for applying the k-means with the Titanic dataset. So let's go ahead and get started. But guys, we know that in the clustering we have two types of clustering. One is hierarchical clustering and we have the flat clustering. Okay, so guys, here I am going to use flat clustering, which means we need to tell the machine only one thing, and that is how many clusters there ought to be, right? So guys, we are going to tell the algorithm to find the two groups here. Okay, so I'm going to use the two groups, and then we are expecting that the machine find the survivors and non-survivors mostly in two groups it picks, right? If you remember guys, in the Titanic dataset, I'm going to show you that one. So guys, in the Titanic dataset, okay, so guys, as you can see here on the screen, in the Titanic dataset we have some of the information like name, their sex, their age, their siblings, their ticket, their fate, their cabin number, they embarked, how many people got the lifeboat, and the destination, like we have some of the New York and we have the Paris, and then we have the body identification number, and we have the survived, like embarked, how many people got the lifeboat. Now guys, as I said I am going to choose here the two groups for finding the how many are non-survivors and how many are survivors, something like that. So guys, that's why I am going to create the two groups for that one. So let's go ahead and get started by doing this one. So let's close this one. So guys, we have this one, right? As I said, I am going to choose the two groups. For doing those stuff, I am going to use here the create a variable known as x equals to, where I will be giving something like numpy array. For then I am going to drop df.drop. But guys, here we have this one, right? So drop, okay, and then I am going to create a new one, and where I will be giving again this one, survived. Okay, now okay, sorry, now we have the df.drop, and then what I am saying is we are saying that we want to drop this column. Okay, now I am going to give here the one, okay, and then I'm going to use the as type. As I said, what is the use of as type some videos before, and then guys, in the brackets I'm going to use the float, and then I'm going to create here a new variable. But guys, here we have missed a parenthesis. Now here I will be creating the y equals to, then I'm going to use the numpy.array. So guys, if you remember some videos before, I have used something like these, what we say, these variables, something like x, and then you have the y and all of this stuff. So first of all guys, let's create like something like that. So guys, for creating, I have the array, and then in the brackets I'm going to use the df. Now I'm not going to drop here, and instead of survive, okay, and guys, here I'm going to use the brackets, and here we have this one, right? Now guys, I'm not going to run it because we have to run those things from the top, right? Let's run it. Here we are going to get the output. Okay, let's run this one. You have to run this one now. Here we are getting some of the errors, survived not found in the access, right? So guys, let's check whether are we having anything known as survived or not. So let's do a thing, or let's give something like survived, and now let's run it. Now here we are getting the error again. Now let's check whether are we having anything or not, and I could not convert string to float. Okay, So let's check whether are we having anything, something like survived. So guys, I remember that I was having the survived, something like that, right? So guys, as you can see here, we have the survived column. So guys, that was just the error for the capital and small letters. Okay, so anyhow guys, now guys, while creating this variable here, we are getting a lot of errors. Cannot convert the string to the float, and miss algebra, and we are getting something like this, right? So now we are not saying that we have to convert this, right? So anyhow guys, let's leave this one, and then below this one I am going to define here the classifiers. So guys, for doing that one, I am going to give here something like class clf, and then guys it should be equals to the k means, and then guys in the brackets I am going to use here the number of clusters. Okay, n number of clusters, it should be 2. As I said here, I am going to use here the 2 as example. Okay, and then guys here I am going to use here the clf.fit. Now let's run that and check whether are we getting any errors still. So anyhow guys, let's leave this one. So I'm going to type here all of the code here, and then I'm going to run it at the end of this video. So let's type in something like accuracy, and then it's going to be equals to 0. And guys, below this one I'm going to give something like for I in range, and then guys in the brackets I'm going to use the len, and we have the x. Okay, now here for I in range, after all of these things I have to give here the indent space, so which I have used here. Now I am going to create a variable where I'm going to say that predict me, something like that, predict, and then guys it's going to be something like predict me, and then guys it should be equals to numpy dot ay, and then guys it should be equals to x, and this one again, this one. Now here I am going to pass here the I, like I have used for I in range. I am going to call the len in the x, right? So that's why I am going to use here the I again, and then close these brackets, right? Now here what I am going to do is I am going to do here the as type again, as type. Okay, now beside this as type we have to pass here the float again, right? So let's pass it here the float, save it. Now we have the predict me again, so I'm going to copy this whole line, paste it, predict me, and have the float, all of the stuff. Now guys, below the predict me here I am going to remove this step, and then I am going to reshape it. So guys, if you remember guys, in the data science series, I have data science basic series where we have talked about the word known as reshape, or in this series also we have also talked about. So anyhow guys, now let's give you something like predict me. Okay, then guys I'm going to reshape it again, and again in the brackets I'm going to use the 1 minus 1 comma len of the predict me. Okay, predict me. Okay, now guys here we have this one, right? We have the all of these things, like for example, okay, so anyhow guys we have this one, right? Now here we are somewhere around here we are missing a bracket, like here the bracket is for this one, and for this one we don't have a bracket, right? Now let's do thing. Now we have to do here the predictions, right? Predictions, okay, and the predictions should be equals to classifiers, which is going to be clf dot predict, and then guys in the brackets I'm going to use it the predict me. Okay, and then predict me, we have the predictions for this one. Now guys I'm going to add here the if statements here right now, so let's do that also. So guys, if the prediction when, okay, so guys here I have done here a mistake, and that is I have given here something like predictions. So if the prediction is 0, and then guys it's going to be not equals to prediction equals to 0 yi, something like this, then guys then it's going to be accuracy, accuracy plus or equal to 1, something like this, right? Now guys what we have to do is we have to print here the accuracy divided by the length of the x, right, that we have created here. Now guys I am going to create here this one accuracy, and then guys it's going to be length of the x. Okay, now so anyway guys, now I'm going to run it. So guys, this is the right time I think for running. Now as I ran this now here could not convert this string to the float. Here we are getting these errors. Now so guys, as you can see here on the screen here, right now we are not getting any errors, and guys here we are getting the accuracy around 50, right? So guys, from the time you are getting errors, right? So guys, the reason that you are getting errors was, if you pause the video and go back and then check here you have given something like clf.fit, and then guys we have not given here the x, and we have not given any brackets. And guys, so what I have done is I have cleared all of these. I have cleared up the kernel, and then I have rewritten all of these things. And guys, I have given here something like clf and x when I found the error. So and then guys, another error that I have got here is, in the last video I have not given something like df.drop body and name. Okay, so guys, you have to convert here the data types, right? So we have to give something like df.convert data types, so which is going to convert the data types. But guys, from the time we're getting error that the strings cannot be converted to the float, right? So guys, the error because of these things that we have not returned. Now guys, I am going to restart this kernel. Okay, now let's restart it. Now it's restarted right now. Now let's run the first shell. Now it just ran this one. Now I'm going to run all of these things like this now, and this one also. So guys, here we are getting the future warning, and then if I run this one, it's going to run. But guys, when I'm running this one, it's going to take a lot of time. So let's run it. And guys, as you can see here, it's showing me the star button here. But guys, the most important thing that I have not used here is, here I have given the x equals to numpy.array, right? And then here I have also used the y equals to numpy array, and survived, how many people survived, I have given all of them. But guys, here if you remember, here we have imported from the sklearn import the pre-processing. Okay, so guys, here we have to import here the pre-processing. So guys, first of all, I want to check whether how much accuracy that we are getting right now. So that's why I just try and like that only. And then guys, I'm going to run here something like using the pre-processing, and then the output will be somewhere around different. So guys, just now before we were getting the accuracy around 50%, right? 0.50 something like that. So guys, right now we are getting the accuracy around 51%, right? Now guys, let's add here the pre-processing. Right, so guys, for pre-processing, here we have to do the scaling also. So guys, for scaling, I am going to create a new variable where I will be giving x equals to, and then I am going to give the pre-processing. Okay, and then guys, we have this one. Then I have to scale this one, and then I am going to scale here the x. I am going to scale the value of the x. Now I am going to wait. Let's enter here, and guys, I'm going to drop here let's do one thing. Let's restart the kernel again. It's going to restarting, and then now let's run it from the top. Okay, so let's run this one. It's running, and this also running. This also just run now. Now let's run it, and this one. Now guys, it's going to take a lot of time. Sometime before, it also took around 1 minute for running, right? Because it's going to find the accuracy for the clustering, right? So guys, in the starting of the video, I said that I am going to use here the 2 clusters, where I have used the number of clusters equals to 2, right? And guys, I have said that 2 because here I am using here the flat clustering, so that's why I have given here the 2. But guys, if I were to use the hierarchical clustering, then I am not going to say that I want here the 2 or I want here the 3. So guys, the computer is going to choose that how many we want. Okay, so that's why here I have chosen here the flat clustering. So guys, let's wait for some time till it's running. Now guys, as you can see here on the screen here, right now we are getting the accuracy around 74%. Right now guys, here if you see, so guys, when we are pre-processing this one, when we are scaling the x, then the output is there is a pretty much big difference, right? So guys, from the time we're getting around 49-50%, something like that. Right now we are getting the 74% accuracy. Okay, now guys, if we drop some more columns, we are going to get the higher accuracy, or either we are going to get the lower accuracy. Okay, so like for example, if I show you the data set. Okay, so this is the data set that we are using, right? it's going to take some time. Now if I open this one, from this one if I drop the 6 and then if I drop the 8 or if I drop the 6, something like that, then guys 6 and the boat, how many people got the boat, then guys it's going to be a largely difference. So guys, I'm not going to do those things. So guys, for doing those things you have to do something like, for example, where was I? Okay, so we have the numpy, all of these things, right? So guys, below this one, above this one, here you have to enter something like the x again, or let's create it as x only, and then guys x equal to, it should be something like drop source, let's give it as only df dot drop. Okay, and then guys in the brackets you have to give something like, let's say you want to drop in the 6 and the boat. Okay, so let's give this x, and then guys beside this one, now guys we are getting all of the, we have to give here the boat, but guys here we have also closed these brackets, and then beside this one you have to give it the 1 again, comma, you have to give something like in place should be equals to true. But guys, the mistake that you have done here is you have to give something like this, and then you have to close here the brackets. Now guys, you don't have to, I'm not going to run this one because it's going to take a lot of time. Anyhow, it's going to come a little bit difference, right? So you have to, for dropping this column, you have to give something like this. So I just want to show you this one. Okay, so now guys, let's print the table that we have seen. Now let's give something like df dot head and then brackets. Okay, and I'm going to run it. Now guys, as you can see here, we are getting this peaks, glass, and survived, sex, the 8 siblings, parts, and guys here we have removed the survived column, right? So guys, that's why we are getting the 75%, and then we have done. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video, enjoyed watching this video, and guys in the next video we are going to start the k-means from the scratch in the Python, and guys we are going to implement this with the Python only. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video, enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.